In the living room with my family, and Blaze was telling us about how cool Dungeons and Dragons is, and I said, Blaze, that's a nerd game. Not hating, it's a nerd game. And Blaze is like, no, it's so cool because there's wizards and elves and magic and fairies. I'm like, yeah, that's what it means to be a nerd game. Not hating, it's cool, but that's what a nerd game means. Then my mom proceeded to tell me an uber nerdy story. We're gonna let her. I had to stop because the moment was beautiful and you guys all need to witness this. When you were first married,
your father said he played Dungeons and Dragons a couple times. I said, well, that's not the nerdiest game he played. He used to play this game called Mustangs and Messerschmitts. And these grown men would build World War II airplane models. And then they would get together to play this game where they reenact these battle scenarios using the proper turn and dive and climb ratios of these.
How did you even know? That sounds like it took a lot of time to even know what they all did.
There was a lot of paperwork and things involved too. And then they had these stands. It was basically like a dowel on a stand and then a clip on it, and then the plane would be attached to it, and they would have them all over this floor. And then they would have these planes, and they'd have to move the stands, and then they'd move the airplane up and down the stand.
Are you embarrassed?
And it would,
no.
And it would be like at a certain angle and diving, and it would take like forever to move this plane like across this room. And so, and these men all get, and they were crawling around on the floor and doing this.
Dad.
It took hours to play a game.
Dad, like I love that you're a nerd. I appreciate it so much. But that's intense.
You have to remember that this was at a time when the computer games, a role-playing game was, you typed in, look around, pick up, and then the computer would print back to you what the scene looked like. There was no graphic user interfaces. There was nothing like this. So.
And you needed it so bad. You needed to have an interactive game.
So we had the models and let them fly, but it took forever in order to emulate to model the environment correctly.
Well,
so you learn a lot of tactics.
How many times can you actually play the game? Because you're replaying battles that already happened, so you pretty much know the ending, right? Well, you already know what's gonna happen. So it seems like by the second time you play the game, it'll start to get old.
No, because you only start with the battle scenario, and then things get funny. Like one game we were playing, we had about 6 guys playing, and so my brother, we were flying P-40s against Japanese Betty bombers, and my brother got shot down by a lucky shot by one of the gunners on the bombers, and so we assigned him to fly the bombers, and then he started flying the bombers. That was a box of bombers, like 6 different planes. He would fly them like they were fighters and chase the P-40s around with them and stuff like that. So it gets pretty funny.
That sounds absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the funniest things that I've ever heard. You should do stand-up comedy with that stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds like the most happening nerd party ever. Like Dungeons and Dragons, move over. We're gonna fly some planes. I just imagine you all crawling around the floor going, pew, pew, down, you're down, yeah. Only you weren't 6. You were married adults and some of these men had children, yes?
Yes, that's true.
Nerds. A girl drew you a picture? Oh, does Angel love you?
No, we just want to have a play date.
You just want to have a play date so you can hold hands? Oh, you love her! Which one of you is John Travolta and which one of you is Samuel L. Jackson? Are you Samuel L. Jackson or are you John Travolta? What do you think? John Travolta? You look exactly like John Travolta. Let's see. Let's see how you shoot. Whoa, you're so tough! Yeah, you are John Travolta. What about you? What about you? It's a Pulp Fiction reference. It's my favorite. Minnie, can you shoot the fireplace? Shoot the fireplace. Yeah, do it. Whoa! You have the best shot ever. Come on, buddy. Pull the trigger. You're never gonna be Samuel L. unless you know how to shoot a gun. Don't shoot me. Ah! You almost shot me. Johnny couldn't shoot it, so he just takes the bullet out, or the dart out, and throws it. It works. It's old school. Shoot it. Whoa, scary. No, too close. Ah, you got me in the neck. You shoot it. You shoot it. Shoot it. Ah, you got me in the neck too.
Help me.
Do you want it back? You have to say, Cassie, you're my favorite.
I'm favorite.
No, I'm your favorite. You're not my favorite. I'm your favorite. Say,
Your favorite?
no, I'm your favorite.
I
We're
found
puppies.
Did you watch that movie?
I'm a Great Dane. We're all puppies. Some of us are cuter than others. Play this game. Yeah, we're playing this game. She's pulling me by my hair. Is this women's prison? I don't think so. You broke the ball off of my head.
It's not my fault. I threw it off and hit it and it fell off on its own.
That was the true part of the slippers.
This one has no balls. This one has two balls.
That was normal.